2027 presidency. Pro-Wike PDP big wigs comb north for Makinde's running mate. Can you imagine? So election don't start now. So now PDP is fronting Makinde to contest in 2027 presidential election, and now they are shopping for his running mate from the north. Now the question is, who is Makinde? Can Makinde win PDP primaries? We know that this guy is working for Wike. This shows me that Wike is not going for presidency this time. He wants to support Tinubu to finish his 8 years. And so they want to front Makinde to further divide the vote for the PDP primaries vote for Atiku and whoever that is going to contest under PDP. So I see Makinde here as a projected spoiler for Atiku and whoever that will want to come, so that they can divide the votes. Because this guy knows that it's not going anywhere, but he's going to spend a lot of money to get to the primary so that he can divide the PDP ticket. This guy now, wow. But I know that he can't go anywhere. He is not even Nigeria is not just one state. I don't think he has the capacity to be president. But again, it is his right. Let him go and contest. Let's get into the details a bit. There are fresh indications that several big wigs and chieftains of the People Democratic Party may have resolved to snub former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and settle for the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, the Punch gathered. So the clandestine move comes barely a week after governors elected on the platform of the PDP brokered peace between factions of the party. So despite the call to maintain the status quo, members of the PDP National Working Committee, loyal to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, have begun pushing for the candidacy of Makinde ahead of the 2027 presidential election. Well, in 2024, 3 years to go, they are shopping for presidency. Now, wow. The logic, according to multiple sources that spoke with our correspondent, is to truncate the ambition of Atiku and stop the party from conceding the ticket to the former vice president, who they lamented has become a serial contestant. Can you imagine? So some party chieftains who spoke with the Punch on the ground of anonymity admitted that they were yet to forgive the former PDP presidential candidate for bungling their biggest chance to return to power in 2023 following his refusal to appease the aggrieved 5 governors demanding the resignation of the immediate past national chairman of the PDP, Iyorchia Ayu. So Wike and Makinde, alongside Samuel Otom, Ifeanyi Ogwuanyi, and Okeje Ikpeazu, former governors of Benue, Enugu, and Abia states respectively, had worked against Atiku's election in 2023. So every election cycle, you will be given a presidential ticket, you will boggle it. Look at the mess that he cost us, or he caused for us at the 2023 election. What was difficult in going to kneel before the aggrieved 5 governors and winning the election for us? Can you imagine? So now it is one of those same men you cried about that is giving you a problem. He could have waited till after the election and deceived Wike as former President Olusegun Obasanjo did during his time. So Atiku was not serious and sincere about winning the presidency, a source explained. So a few members of the National Working Committee who did not want to be identified also felt Atiku was always seeking to experiment with the PDP and had not shown enough zeal to win it. Following the manner he handled his differences with the camp of Wike and the other 4 governors during the intrigue of the Ayu Must Go campaign. Can you imagine? So they also feared that he may no longer be a sellable candidate in 2027 because of his age, hence the need for a younger and more vibrant candidate like Makinde. So is Makinde the most vibrant person in PDP? And why do you think Makinde can outstand or outsmart Tinubu? This is something they want to do just to scatter the vote of PDP and scatter Atiku. That is it. So this Makinde is playing a spoiler game. That is what I say here. All this what I'm talking is English. Makinde is playing a spoiler game. So the same Iyacha Ayu he was protecting told us during the campaign that both Atiku and Tinubu are his friends. But you were there playing politics like a greenhorn. So just because of Ayu, you sacrificed 5 governors. Okay, there was no way those 5 governors would not have changed the story for us. We lost the presidential election by less or a little over 1 million votes. That is why we are seeking a way out. Nobody can just be coming and using the PDP to experiment every 4 years. For now, we are supporting Seyi Makinde. Let this aspirant go to the Southwest this time. Makinde has shown capacity. He is a Christian and a Southerner. So let us try the other side of the country for a change. She is young and vibrant. He can connect with both the young and the old. We only need to get a powerful northern candidate for him, and he is good to go. An NWC member disclosed. Can you imagine these people? Hi, politics of bitterness. Politics of bitterness, I tell you. This is real politics of bitterness. So when quizzed on how the narrative moved from talk about the chances of Atiku working together with Peter Obi, who many thought would defect from the Labour Party in the wake of the leadership crisis rocking his party, the PDP chief said the former Labour Party candidate was not willing to take the bait. So he said on Obi, I can tell you he has not made up his mind to come to PDP. If he decides today, the equation may change. For now, he is still with the Labour Party. Meanwhile, Makinde has openly declared that he is qualified to contest and would push for the 2027 presidential election agenda when the time is right. So speaking with reporters during a visit to Fashola farm in Oyo town on Friday, Makinde stated that speculations about his political future were unnecessary and unsolicited. We hear you. So the governor stated that he is old enough to speak for himself on any issue without fear or intimidation, adding that he would do so publicly if he had anything to say about his political future. So the governor also cautioned Nigerians against allowing the country to slide into a one-party state. Efforts to get the reaction of the PDP National Publicity Secretary Debo Oluguagba and the Deputy Spokesman Abdullahi Ibrahim were unsuccessful. So when contacted, Atiku's media aide Paul Ibe declined to comment on the intrigue, but the former VP Special Assistant on Public Communications, Frank Shaibu, told the Punch that they were not under any form of pressure over the choice of Makinde as was being speculated. So according to him, people should focus on how Nigerians would overcome the current hardship in the land, rather than talk about who should be given the presidential ticket for 2027. He said, who is threatened? We are talking about how Nigerians will survive the economic problems they are facing. Some people are about 2027. Is it not too early? We are concerned about the welfare of Nigerians. We are not bothered about their machinations. That is good. So it is only a man who doesn't have the interests of Nigerians at heart that will be talking about 2027, especially when people are dying every day. We are not ready for that drama. That's a good one. That's a very good response. Because it is very, very absurd and laughable that we're talking about how Nigeria can get better now. Some people are already plotting 2027. But I tell you, Makinde knows that he cannot win Tinubu in 2027, or he's just a spoiler in PDP. That is what I say there. At the dying minute, he will drop down his everything for Tinubu. So we know the kind of person he's working for. He's not having the genuine interest of Southwest or South-South at mind. I mean, in his mind, he just wants to play the spoiler game. No one should write their ambition off. They are only trying to split PDP's vote for the victory of Tinubu in the next election. Exactly. They are aware that Makinde can't win, but wants to use him as a spoiler. Go and write it down. Oh, this guy, like say, in my mind. As I just finished, exactly what I just said is what this guy is saying here. And that is true. We all know that Makinde and Wike are working for Tinubu re-election. So Makinde should not be taken serious. Exactly. We know what he's doing. It will be a good move if Atiku and Obi can team together and contest under a different party entirely. I advise Atiku to leave PDP for them, as it is going to the brink of precipice and form another formidable party with Obi. But the question is, who is going to be the president? Is it Obi or Atiku? But I tell you, Obi should never go to PDP, because Wike has already spoiled PDP and continue to spoil PDP. So in Nigeria, how possible is that? Never. It will not work, not this time. Rather, Obi should come back to PDP and join Atiku. No way. Why would Obi go to PDP to go and meet Wike there? That is a very bad move. There's nothing there. Somebody so that Atiku will be vice for Obi, or how? Knowing fully well that the South has to finish its 8 years. That is the question. So now I know that PDP is a confused party, since you don't have any other formidable candidate other than Seyi Makinde, who is being sponsored, okay, by Pro-Wike faction, and whom I believe cannot win all the local government in Oyo State, let alone other Southwest state. I assume that this might be the handiwork of the ruling party and Pro-Wike faction by sponsoring a complete weaker candidate to Tinubu in PDP, so that he can return unopposed come 2027. It is a pity that PDP has become like this. In fact, we know exactly what is playing out in that PDP. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment, as Makinde has chosen to play the spoiler in PDP so that Tinubu can win easily in 2027.